Just Crispy here, still Jolkis. Why am I talking in VRChat? Just Crispy here, still Jolkis. Welcome back to another video. Now, it's really simple. I'm making this video mostly to keep you guys up to date with what I'm doing because I know I haven't posted a video about JBFR or me playing a video game with my friends or whatever. The reason being is because I've been working on a VRChat world. Here it is. In the middle of editing right now, but just in case, yeah, this is the name of my map, obviously made by me, yours truly, Crispy. You could join it right now, but it is not quest compatible. It's in the, I think it's also in the middle of, like, being in a community lab or whatnot, so I'll try to get that sorted out, make this map quest compatible, all that stuff. I'll even add in avatars, because I've been working on avatars. So, yeah, anyways. I'll do a really, quick tour around the map. But, it's really simple. This is just a showcase video, because, well, I think it'd be interesting to make a showcase video on a map that I'm working on that is still currently very much heavy in progress. But, yeah, this is the reason why I've been gone for so long. I've been working on this map. I've been working and making this map the best that it could be, and it's still not great. I plan on adding more to it, obviously, and then making another video for when it's fully complete, like, because I think this is pretty much a very, very, very much work in progress map right now. Because, well, there's not that many props, and this room's completely empty, but you pretty much get the point. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a really simple video talking about things that have been going on while I just do a little tour around. But, whoops, voice mod. I still have my voice mod keybinds on, that's dumb. There we go. So yeah, really simple. So, obviously this is the show stage. I want to add a bit more props on the wall. That's just generally going to be the thing for everything. I want to add more props hanging from the ceiling, like clouds and stuff like that. And then just more props on the walls, like posters and decorations, paper pals, things like that. Maybe I could litter the floor with a couple things here and there, because these floors are probably not going to be that clean. And, yeah. Of all the rooms, I think that the stage is pretty much almost done. I just need to, like, fix missing textures right here and other stuff like that. There's a lot of functions in my map, forgot to mention that. So you could enter the vents to access the vent system, though it is very hard to navigate through these things since there's a lot. Like, there's a lot of vents and you could get lost in them really easily. Made labyrinth rooms for them and all that stuff, but it still kind of doesn't help because unless you're me, you know where to go. But yeah. They're just a bit of a maze, and you figure out where to go and what to do or whatnot, and that's really it. But other than that, just the other functions are that, well, you can teleport to people via this nice little add-on that you could get via the GitHub link page right here. You could pause the video if you want to get that, but it's it's cool. It's really cool what I've done, and I like what I've done. Why can I click on the chair from so far away? Oh, that is strange. Yeah, well, whatever. Some party rooms, dark hallway, another party room. This room is just a main hallway, or like a semi-main hallway that connects to the art room, where I'm gonna put my friend's art pieces at. Some nice little children doodles that look intentionally bad, and then some actually good drawings or posters made from SFM that my friends wanted me to add. This is gonna be like Kids Cove. It's a very nice place where the Foxy type animatronics are going to be stationed at. I don't plan on probably adding any models to my map. Like, oh, here I'm just going to put Withered Foxy here and a Phantom Mangle right here. No, I don't plan on adding models. So I just want those stages to just be there for anyone to get onto without needing to scooch over a bit because the model's already there anyways. This is the prize corner, probably the nicest looking room that I've made without even adding that many props yet. I'm going to be adding like the Puppets music box right there and yeah, some more vents. Some you can't click on, some you can, but that's just the limitation of time that I have because today I did not want to work on my map at all. I've been working on it tirelessly multiple days at a time. I wanted to take a break and that's it. So I didn't work on everything else, but that's fine. Party room, another hallway that connects to an art room, and then this is the restroom hallway that I decided to add a few props into. And by few props, I mean just only two. A men restroom sign and a women restroom sign, apparently. And then if you go inside, there's nothing in there. No toilets, no sinks, just vents that you can crawl through. And by crawl through, I mean walk through. I intentionally made the vents pretty large just because, well, the Pizzeria map that I'm working on is large, so it just makes sense. But obviously, if you're going to be too large, your head is going to be clipping through and all you'll see is darkness because I made the world box dark. I'm not that good with lighting, so I'm not sure if the world box, if I can change the world box from being absolutely pitch black to a world box that kind of looks decent, like a night sky or something like that. Not pitch blackness, but I don't know how to work with lighting yet. Well, other than that, here you have the dark-ass corridor that's kind of modeled after FNAF 2. And right in front is the office, which I'm most excited to talk about. No, Brian, I will not let you join me. So, you know what? I'm just gonna... There we go. Anyways, so, the office is where I added most of the functionality at. Some things are still broken, but I'll just go through them really quickly. A global door, like, I made sure that everything is probably global in this map. Door button, light button that's broken, and a controlled shock button. Other side, same thing, door button. A light button that actually works. And a controlled shock. Also, no, you're not really mishearing anything. I have my road volume on and no sounds are coming out of these things. I originally had it so that way sounds would come. Like, in the Unity project that I have sounds for the door shutting, a controlled shock sound, and a light blaring sound, but they weren't global, so I decided to scrap them until I could figure out how to make them global. Which will happen eventually, but so far, you're just gonna have to do things quietly. But hey, at least they're global, so it actually makes sense, because I'm gonna be using this pizzeria for the roleplay, and God, I am anticipating that. Other than that, got a simple mask, it's auto hold. It's got a weird box collider, but I was not really concerned about that. I'll probably replace this mask with something better. A flashlight that snaps to your hands, that you can toggle on and off, and it's global as well. And all I really have is just multicolored flashlights. A white one, a green one, and a purple one, which some of my friends said just kind of reminds them of a black light, which, not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool. And if you lose at least your main white flashlight, because this is probably going to be the one that you're going to be using a lot, because you don't want to see things miscolored, you just click that button. Or not that button. You click that button to respawn it. This button is used to respawn the mask. So yeah. This button is going to be used to wind the music box remotely, but I couldn't figure it out in time, so I just left the button here to tease people about it later. And next is the back room. Oh, I forgot to talk about the light switches. Yeah, there's gonna... What the? Huh. Well, that's something that's broken. Yeah, this office light button is supposed to turn off both lights globally, not just one. Well, hey, that's something I could fix, nonetheless. I'll keep on going. This light button just turns off all the lights in the back room in case you need to hide in the dark for somebody, for an animatronic or whatever. It's global. Same thing over here. Lights, controlled shock. You can turn them both on at the same time, although I don't think anyone's really gonna notice. Shut the door. And, this place, or the room past the window, that's supposed to be the parts and service room. I know, it doesn't look like one because there's no props in there, but it will eventually become a parts and service room. So, yeah, there's just vents directly connected from the parts and service room into your back room, which are also connected to the walls outside, so like behind the door of the office, behind the right whole doorway of the office, you could just, like, crawl into the vent, or just crawl through the parts and service room to get through there, but yeah, it's really nice. And yeah, I need to fix these vents so you could actually click and teleport to places. Other than that, behind the office is just some normal hallways. So I intentionally made it so that way, well, when I eventually add cameras to this map, there isn't going to be any cameras out here, because I love the idea of the night guard having to get off his ass to do things manually. He can't always rely on his cameras, therefore, if he needs to check who's outside the door, he will have to run up here to do so. Check in front of him, but not only in front of him, behind him as well. And also to the side is a vent that will be constantly open. It can't be closed at all. Animatronics can use this vent for shortcuts, so like if somebody's in the backstage or Pirate's Cove or that one side hallway, they could join and all that stuff. You know what, fine, Brian, but I'm almost done. I'm almost done recording this video. So you could join all you want. It's not gonna make a difference, Brian. Silly man. But yeah, looks nice. I tried to make my map as symmetrical as possible, but obviously I couldn't do that because that would limit me a little bit. Oh god, my headphones. Anyways, so this is backstage. Doesn't look like one. I didn't even add a stage in the backstage room, but I will add one eventually. And then the power room. Oh Christ. Yeah, there's a join sound on my map. So as soon as someone joins, you hear that sound, and it's global. So everyone can figure it out. So there's buttons in here that do things. For instance, this button completely destroys all the buttons in the office. So you could simulate a kind of power outage. So like in FNAF 1, when you run out of power, you can't use your doors, your lights, your cameras, you can't use anything. This is pretty much the exact same thing. So yeah, if I click that button, it disables all the buttons in the office, and it's really nice. Brian? Come here. I'm recording. I was doing a little recording so I could showcase my map for the viewers. What the hell do you want?
I didn't know that.
That's why I responded to your invite request with... That's why I responded to your invite request with turn down for what?
Now your viewers think you're cringe.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I'm just showcasing to my
How about with the room tour?
No. So, other than that, the button, it just literally disables all the buttons in the office, kind of simulating a power outage like in FNAF 1, leaving you completely hopeless. And to bring the buttons back to life, instead of them just being decimated and disappeared, you just click the button again and they'll reappear. You can also click that button to give someone a siren thing, kind of like in FNAF 3, when an error happens and it flashes red. Yeah, it pretty much does that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
No, I'm talking to the viewers. Come on. What?
I'm gonna be one of the viewers.
Yeah. Oh, the button is still
Did you show
gone.
him the video player?
Well, I was gonna get to that actually. Anyways, it's the same process. To disable the error siren, you just turn the button off by clicking it again. And then here's a little video player that connects directly to the TV screen in the office, so it's like a kind of remote control that you can only access through like the power room. So instead of having to get your ass in the office, and it's like, hang on, Nigert, I'm not here to kill you. Let me just put a funny video on the TV. No, you can do that remotely. And it could be used for a nice little mechanic, like, oh hey, if you see a little bit on the screen, type LOL or some shit. You know,
Jack,
it's a nice idea.
Jack,
What?
Jack, look at the video player. Yeah, we have to show them the cool feature of the video player. Hold on.
I guess we do. I'm probably not going to be doing any editing in this video. Maybe I'll do like some small edits, but nothing like too outrageous because I want this video pumped out already. God, that sounds strange. Brian, hurry up! Brian, now the viewers are going to take this map seriously!
What is it supposed to be used for?
I don't know, I'm doing it as semi-important showcase of my VRChat map, and I'm deciding to make a video out of it, because I need an excuse to tell my viewers that I've been gone for a while without making any videos. And this is my excuse to tell them that I've been busy.
Okay then. Well then.
Anyways.
This is clear proof.
Yeah, this is...
When they see this, they have to hide.
Anyways. So, another cool function about this map is that there's like a floor system, I guess. Here you are, in the basement. And if you don't know if we're in the basement... Brian, no! Wait, Brian, go back up there. Go back up there. The viewers may not believe me that this is an actual basement in the map. Go up there!
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Brian, speak. You fucking... Oh my...
Okay, fine, what?
Just go up there and speak!
Fine.
Yeah, so it's an actual basement. It's just literally located right underneath the office. Other than that, you're given another mask, but this one is an auto hold because I forgot to make it auto hold, so... This one is auto hold though. It's just a normal white flashlight. There's no respawn button for any of these things, so... Eventually, when I do add them in, there won't be any issues, but... For those of you who want to visit my map, try not to lose this. Try not to lose these. There's no respawn buttons.
That's me, that guy's me.
Anyways, basement's really cool because you need to use your flashlight to see what goes on. See the main corridors and the hallways and stuff like that. Other than that, there's vents as well. So like an animatronic could be in the dark, you could flash them and they'll be there. Then once you turn your light off and turn it on again, they're just gone because they could use the vents. It's a little bit dark, but that's the purpose. It's supposed to be a little bit hard to see even for the animatronics, but I plan on adding animatronic vision to the map. So if you click a button, boom, everything gets brightened up only for the animatronics locally. That's going to probably be one of the only few local things on my map that will be added in later. Because if I were an animatronic and I was just in the dark, I wouldn't know where I'm going. It's dumb. Other than that, yeah. So a nice little basement for the night guard to go into to check up on the animatronics who have been forgotten about, who have been put into the basement to be dismembered and discouraged from ever being used ever again.
The super secret room?
No, I won't. But yeah, there's secret rooms in my map that you can find out where they are, but whatever. So yeah, other than that, there's a nice little kitchen on the other side, across from the backstage. I'll add kitchen appliances in here, pots and pans, a stove, microwave, a freezer, which you could tell is a freezer because of the lighting, but there's no props in there, so you won't know if it's a freezer or not, and then a simple pantry, with no props either. Yeah, there's vents littered all over the place, just all over the place. I want this map to be very, just, transportationable. No, Brian. Oh yeah, forgot. There's supply closets. It's a little bit dark to see, but you can kind of see like the outline of a purple doorway. Yeah, just walk through and then boom, you're in the supply closet, which is very small, but is able to fit vents that you could go through. Same thing for the other side. It's symmetrical, so there's just a supply closet on each side of the whole entire map. Other than that, I keep on saying other than that. Brian! Come here. Okay. Other than that... Oh! Why do I keep on saying other than that? Oh my god. Anyways, so here's another room. It's a party room with no tables or anything because I didn't add any props yet. But this is a very special party room.
This map is in beta.
Yes, this map is in beta. I told my viewers that. It's a VIP party room because it's separate from everything else. So it's for the only special guests. The very, very, very special guests, like Brian.
The autistic ones.
Anyways, so, yeah, I mean, my map is nice, I think. I still need to work on it to make it better. And oh my god, I did give a texture to this poster. This is supposed to be a poster. I was just testing out things. So with lighting, for instance, the lighting probe's messed up. So if I put a poster on the wall, it was just pitch black. I decided to bake my lights again, and then boom, it worked. But I forgot to change the texture. This is supposed to be a poster, but it's just a wall texture. But yeah, I like this map. It has a lot of capabilities that will be... Brian, that music could be copyrighted. Oh yeah, there's some jokes in here. I didn't want this map to be absolutely serious. Like, my map is like 99% serious, and then I just have that chair that you could fly around with and fling yourself with.
I'll demonstrate.
Yeah, bet you... Yeah, there's chairs. No, there is actual chairs on my map that work. It's just that big, massive, purple, staticky one is just the one that breaks. I could... Oh! It's like you could kind of drive it because you have your hand out like you're holding something. But you could like kind of fly with the chair if you maneuver it correctly. But it's like so ungodly, like awful just to mess with, to control or whatever to fly around. Yeah, these things just fling you, that's really it. I could do a really short showcase of the vents because they're connected to labyrinth rooms. I plan on having these labyrinth rooms just completely, probably empty with only a few props, because this is supposed to be the quote-unquote second floor of my map. But since it's mostly made out of vents, it's below you. It's below you. Below you. Come here. Yeah. Yeah, so you could go
Oh, that's
up to the second floor, down to the first floor, and vice versa using the vents on the floors of the second floor. God, I don't know how many more times I'm gonna say floor. But,
The only flaw is that you can't sit down with the flashlight.
yeah. And of which, it's gonna be an option to sit on that chair. Like, you could literally walk through it, there's no box colliders on it at all, so that way the chair doesn't cause any issues. But, it's an option to sit on that chair. You click on the button, you click on a vent, you click on the floor vent on the first floor, and you can go down to the basement immediately, so you don't have to run all the way to the office to use it. That's just mainly for the night guards use. That vent in the main corridor, that's for the animatronics to use. Though I need to add more floor vents for them to use as well, because there's only one. So yeah, it's nice. So yeah, I guess I'll just be ending this video now, but thank you guys for being patient, I guess, for the few videos that did come out recently, and I plan on making one tomorrow for New Year's. For New Year's. So yeah, it's nice. Another labyrinth room, but you could use these second floor vents to access, like, I don't know. It's like ceiling vent ducts that the people in the office in the back room can see you from, because it's a really nice idea. I'll eventually have the capability for you to shut the second floor vents with, like, vent doors or something, but that's up for debate with me. Like, I may not want these to be lockable. So it's like you could use some other term to get you could use like other ways to get the animatronics out of the ceiling ducts if you see them. So from like the back room, if you see an animatronic up here, you could like flash them or control shock them or whatever. But I don't know if I'll be adding vent doors up there. So anyways, Brian, I think I'm going to be ending my video because I think my viewers are very much informed about what I've been working on and what I will have to work on in the future. But viewers, thank you for being so kind as to being patient. I will release this video probably today, because I recorded this today, and I don't need to edit that much. At least I don't think I do. And
You better feature me in this video.
and I'll yeah, I'll make a video tomorrow about New Year's, or maybe later tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, and and you'll feature me,
Yeah. So, Brian, I'm too lazy to do an outro. You do it for me. No, that's too lazy. Come on with something more original. Something more original than that.
My bad. Hold on. Fuck! This avatar can't do anything.
Okay. There you go.